So I want to learn about what they're currently good at, what's their marketing right now, where are they weak, and where do they need to improve. So once I have that conversation and I can get to understand their business and their goals, their market, their price point, their target audience, those type of things, then I can say, okay, well, it sounds like you should focus on this tool here.
So with that being said, Bill, let's dive into that. If you had to choose even just one for a real estate professional, that's the big domino that if they master this one right now, generally speaking, would make the biggest difference. And you might apply that to a new agent, a intermediate agent, and maybe even like a masterful agent who's been doing it a long time.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if there's one, if I were just to say blanket statement, because people ask me, that's probably the number one question I get asked when I'm at a conference. People come up to me and they're like, hey, what's the one tool that I should use as a real estate agent? The answer is always going to be, it depends on what you're focusing on. Like, I can't give a blanket statement of like, hey, here's the tool. But if I were forced to, I would say ChatGPT is the blanket tool where if you can learn to use it the right way, it will give you the most bang for your buck. Now, that being said, my answer when I'm having a conversation with someone, and it's not just a podcast where I'm going to say, here's a blanket statement, my answer is always going to be, what are you trying to accomplish? Right? So I want to learn about what they're currently good at, what's their marketing right now, where are they weak, and where do they need to improve. So once I have that conversation and I can get to understand their business and their goals, their market, their price point, their target audience, those type of things, then I can say, okay, well, it sounds like you should focus on this tool here. So for an example, let's say there's a team who really lacks in short form content on Instagram and TikTok, but they want to get there. They know that they need to do short form video, but they're not super consistent. Well, then I would tell them to use this tool called Opus Pro, which is one of the ones we're going to look at today, to help their short form content. So again, it's just tailored to what they need and what they're weak at, what they're trying to do, and what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I think one way to think about this is like it's called a SWOT analysis, right? I used to call it a SWOT analysis in business school. And essentially it's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, right? And it's not a one size fits all. And the key is, hey, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? And what are some of the threats, right? And let's take that analysis and let's be thoughtful about this. And then let's look at that one big domino. Is that a fair summary, Phil?
So true. Yep. I love that. That's perfect.